Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's episode, I thought we'd dive back in and do some landing challenges. So the first one we're going to try today is over in Gibraltar. As you can see, it says that the Gibraltar International Airport is a civilian airfield serving the British Overseas Territory of Gibraltar. As strong crosswinds whip across the bay and around the Rock of Gibraltar, pilots can expect abnormal gusts, turbulence and wind shear to spike the difficulty of landing here. So we're going to try and land an Airbus A320neo with some savage crosswinds. Okay, let's see if we can get this done, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna see if we can just drop some speed. I think our flap is all the way down, so that's done. Now we're gonna have to drop some altitude here. And hopefully the crosswind isn't gonna be too bad. So there's the runway over there, off into the distance. We're going to want to wash off as much height as we can. Stay around the 150, 160 knots. Bank right, and then see what we can do. So I want to stay over here on the left for as long as I can. And then turn to the right and hopefully line myself up nice and square. So we're going to see how this goes. Looks like there's a crosswind. As you can see, that little arrow saying it's coming from our side at the moment. So where's our runway? Still need a little bit to go, but obviously this plane's going to take a bit of time to turn, so might start heading towards it. Just dial in a bit more speed. I think we want to keep it around the 150, 160 mark. Because we are wanting to get rid of altitude, but obviously the last thing we need to do is go into this water, so just give her a little bit more gas. This is going to be a sketchy landing, I feel. There's something about it that just makes me feel a bit uneasy. I get a feeling we're going to turn this corner and all of a sudden it's going to get pretty difficult. So let me just make sure that our landing gear's down. Yeah, it is. Good. It's obviously not going to end too well for us if it was still up. So at the moment it looks like we're getting 4 reds, which means we're too low, I think. So a bit more throttle. Yeah, that's good. All right. We're lining this up pretty nice. I reckon so far so good. Let's bring around. Speed's at 140. You've overshot the runway a tiny bit, but that's okay. Tell you what, that would not have been a comfortable turn if you were a passenger, my word. Okay. Come on, Dave. Let's line this up. There's no ILS here to help us out. This feels sketchy. Okay. I don't know how this is going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we're just having a bit of trouble lining ourselves up here. Okay, so I mean, height-wise, I think we're doing quite good. It's just going to be a question of what speed we're going to hit, and also whether we're going to be crabbing or whether we're going to be straight on. But so far, things are looking okay. Let's see what we can do. We're now a little bit high. There we go, fix that. Our flight director is not happy, it wants us over on the left, but I think we actually want to be pointing exactly where we are. And then at the last second, we're going to turn towards the runway. So, okay, we're a bit low. Bit of gas, bit of gas, bit of gas. Get up, get up, get up. Bit more gas. Okay, let's turn her in. There we go. Level out. Now we're a bit bloody high. We're too high. Oh, geez, we've made a meal of this, I think. Use a bit of rudder.
100.
Okay, we're coming in.
60, 50, 40, 30.
Power off. Oh, we've gone hard left. Hard right, sorry.
20.
Ooh. Bang. That was not smooth. Okay, not a great first attempt. I mean, we landed, so technically not too bad. Could be worse. But not a great first attempt. What are we going to get? We're going to get a C. Yeah, that feels pretty fair. Ground roll, we got 1 point. Landing smoothness, we didn't get too much. Okay, let's try that one again. Okay, so we're bringing it in again. This time we've tried to do a bit of a wider bank, trying to bring her in a bit more smoothly. I think we might have dropped down a little bit too low potentially. But so far we've still got some white lights there, which is good. So I don't want to overshoot the runway like I did last time and then have to try and come back. So I'm going to try and just turn a little bit earlier, give myself some time. Speed sitting at 160 at the moment, that's on auto throttle. This is looking a bit calmer. Hoping the runway's going to pop out. There she is. Let's get her turned around. Okay, so we're a little bit high. You can see the those lights there. We want 2 red, 2 white. If we have all white, it means we're too high. If we have all red, it means we're too low. And if we have fish swimming in the aisles, then we are way too low. So just a handy hint for you to remember. Now this wind is going to be coming at us from sort of 1 o'clock. So I kind of want to point my nose, I think, in that direction. I think I'm overcompensating. So let's just take away auto throttle. Use our rudder, get our wings level. Okay, rudder's a bit sensitive. I haven't fixed the sensitivity up on my rudder and we're dropping, so let's bit more gas. Bit more gas. Use our rudder, level out. We're too low still. Let's just get her on the tarmac. Bit more gas.
650, 40.
Oh, come on.
Retard. Drive.
I think that might have been okay. I mean, sideways was shocking and I think everyone would have violently thrown up, but I think potentially that might have been okay. Let's have a look and see what score we get. We got a B! Look at that! Alright. How did we go? So ground roll was terrible, yeah. We used the entire width of the runway. If you're going to pay for the runway, you might as well use all of it. But landing precision, we almost got full marks. And landing smoothness, we did pretty well. That was actually alright. Okay, very good. So we can move on to, let's do one more. So in our first challenge, we were flying the Big Bopper, the A320, and now we're going to go to the other end of the pool. We've got the extra 330 LT, and we're going to be flying into Southampton International Airport, which apparently is no easy feat, especially in this plane on an extremely windy day. So we're going to give this a crack. It looks like we have to do a pretty funky fly down the downwind leg, curve around, and hopefully we'll be able to get this done. So it looks like we need to do 100 knots, then we need to turn, and then on final we need to be doing 80 knots. So let's see if we can remember that. Let's see if we can get that done. Alrighty, so we are in this little plane. We need to get ourselves down to that runway. Can we do a barrel roll? Yep, we can. Okay, shit. Oh, wow, this thing is twitchy, my God. Yeah, I'm just going to let you guys know this is not going to end well. Wow, this is hypersensitive. I mean, I'm barely touching the stick and it is freaking out. So what speed are we doing? We're doing 120, so that needs to come down. Have we got any flaps in this puppy? Okay, whatever flaps we have, they're down. Yep, landing gear, sure, whatever. Yeah, this thing is brutally sensitive. So I don't like our chances. The one good thing, I guess, about an A320 is that they're not very twitchy, you know? They're kind of the opposite. You go to move and they're just slow and lazy, whereas this thing, it just feels like it's on speed or ice or something. Anyway, if we have a look at our airspeed, we're just over 80 knots. So we need that to come down. Got our runway over there. Jesus Christ, this is all over the shop. And now we need to get ourselves ready. We need to drop some altitude, actually. And now let's just bring ourselves over and see if we can land this thing. I guess this is like an F1 car, really, for the sky almost. So, Southampton. You've been lovely. It's a beautiful summer's day here in England by the look of it. We've got good airspeed. We're sort of lining ourselves up. Oh man, you would be violently sick, wouldn't you? So let's just see if we can get this done. Apparently we're too low. I disagree, I just want to be the hell out of here. So let's just line ourselves up. Oh man, this thing just... It's like Willow Smith's hair, it just whips back and forth. Okay, kind of, sort of, not really, ish. Ready, power gone. We down? No? We ever gonna get down? Whoa, crunch. Oi, and we spin. We probably weren't meant to do a somersault, I feel. Alright, so we're gonna try this one again. I might try it from the external view just to see if it makes life a bit easier. I know that's sort of cheating, but we might as well as we do a couple of loops. I reckon we can do 2. No problem. Oh, okay, maybe problem. No problem. Alright. One problem is we have gone miles away from the runway. So, okay, the first attempt ended up us hitting the brakes too hard and doing a somersault, which I'm fairly certain isn't a good thing. So that's going to be fun trying to figure out how to wash speed off. This is looking alright. Just don't slam the brakes on, Dave. Just let it figure itself out. Nice and calm. Easy does it. Bit of rudder. Take away the power. Ooh. 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 Kinda. Yes. No. Maybe. Sort of. Oh shit. Don't take the throttle out. Oh my word. Bit of brake, bit of brake, bit of brake. Not too much. Don't make a flip. Don't make a flip. Hold off the brake. Oh, Christ. Okay, we're down. What did we get? Yeah, we got a C, which feels fair enough. Landing precision, not too bad. Ground roll was terrible. Once again, we used almost all the runway. Landing smoothness was pretty good. I want to give that one more go. Okay, if this one doesn't work, we're just going to give up and call it a day, but I tried to give myself a little bit more space. Still says we're too bloody low. Let's just bring it around anyway. Switch to the external view. It's a lovely place by the look of it here in Southampton. Very picturesque, beautiful weather. I can see why people would come here. What's going on? So our speed's a little bit low, but that's not really much of an issue. It's more so the fact that we are way too low. Oof, and we're way off course. So overall, everything's just going wrong, but I think we've rescued it a little bit. This is looking better. Let's just stay up a bit. Bit of rudder. Oh, can we get this done? This is looking better. We touched, but we bounced, and now we've tapped our brake, and now we're just dancing down the runway. A couple of taps of brake, don't want to give it too much because then she's going to flip around. That was a bit of a shit landing, I think, but we'll see. We've ended close to the centre of the runway, which is kind of nice. And we finished on the centre line, but we're just going to get a C. So let's have a look and see what they graded us on. Precision was good. That's what saved us. Ground roll, terrible. Landing, smoothness, also not fantastic. But we were pretty close to a B. So there you have it. We did the A320 in Gibraltar. We did the little acrobatic plane here. Both pretty terrible, I think it's fair to say. But a little bit of fun. We were so close to getting a B as well, but just not quite there. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.